Good morning. Good morning, guys. So we are delivering from daily fair value gaps. So I am looking for one move down, maybe one move down before the continuation up with this leg. I sort of want us to reach a discount on these legs. We are right inside this New Week opening gap, and then we're in between NASDAQs. So it's sort of just waiting for the market to tip its hand at us and determine direction. But since news isn't until Thursday, and then earnings are Thursday and Friday, I think we may just chop around. So I might be looking for just little one-to-one scalps. Looks like it sort of tapped into that order block and maybe coming down a bit. We do have this equal lows. But we did just tap into here. Yeah, it's pretty choppy. This is a daily volume imbalance. So the candles are respecting these, or price is respecting these up close candles to hold price down. But some So we swept this low here maybe. Large range day yesterday and 2 days away from high impact news reports. Recipe for chopping conditions. In my opinion, must be careful and take low hanging fruit. I agree 100%. Sort of if we can close with the fair value gap, maybe take it down. But we sort of ran this little area. Maybe it's enough for a little push up. Maybe running to here. Sort of looking for anything I can get 5 points with. So we're in this set of up close candles here. We left this sort of fair value gap. You're eyeing double top on the 1 hour. What double top on the 1 hour? Oh, this? Yeah. That'd be a good... I mean, I'd probably aim for this on the upside. But if we get enough strength, then yeah, maybe these. Zachary, we are definitely all waiting for price action. This seems to be holding up still. Huge gap. We need to switch to regular. Oh wow, is that today? Oh yeah, this wick looks like Maybe gap fill day. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, if we're gonna fill the gap, I would like for us to take out some sort of low first. Dennis, I'm a full-time trader, but not yet profitable. So looks like we are taking this out. Gonna tap into this 15-minute order block. And then I'd like to see what we do there, basically. So sort of be looking at this order block as if we can inverse it, then probably bullish. If not, maybe one move down and then up. Zachary, I actually started with options in 2020 with the whole like AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond. So it was fun at the start, but it's just a lot having to calculate or account for delta and theta, and just the decay. So I like that futures are leveraged but without the time decay. Clint, your broker won't let you play with options. That's probably best. I have a gap down at opening on the day candle. Oh, yeah. What would you do with that, though? I don't know what that... Like, in a volume imbalance? But I don't know what that is. Sort of looking for us to make a move down. There's this 3-minute fair value gap that we broke the structure here. This is also an inverted. It sort of looks like a not bad entry to take, honestly. Should I take this one? Do I get... quick limit order? I took this one because we still have those equal, but it looks like we might have popped up there. It stopped out of this, but is this the drop that I wanted, that I wasn't patient enough to wait for? So this is blown through, basically. So I guess for NQ, we have it liquidity on both sides. It's just this nasty range. Probably just move my stop up. Since it's going against me anyways. Save a little. There's that fair value gap. So just moved my stop up. I'm having technical issues with Trade of 8. Hopefully not, because I'm using Trade of 8 right now. So NQ is taking the top of this again. Oh, with the trade copier. I should move my stop up. I'm only managing this trade like this because it went against me immediately, so. So we're at the top of this 15-minute order block. Sort of want to see how we react, but NQ took it out. I mean, there's 4 minutes left for this close, so we could still wick back into here. Because I still haven't gotten that drop down yet before we head up. I only need $200 more into Apex Challenge accounts. Nice. Take it slow. Dennis, my confidence on that trade was that we were sort of pushing up here. It didn't look like NQ wanted to take this out yet, and I saw it on the upside. Like these equal highs there, and I felt like we were pulling back to push up. Obviously, I got very lucky with my stop, but I feel like 5 points on ES is a pretty good amount. I was entering on this one though, this fair value gap that broke this structure. That one, and then ICT says when you do that, you put it below the low, your stop below the low. But for me, that's a lot of risk, so I usually do 5 points. And then I think 5 points was, yeah, 5 points is here. So right at those bodies. And then you just ride it up usually to the, ICT says you ride it up to the next high. And since I'm just scalping today, because I feel like it's going to be choppy, I just took the 5 points. So I'm sort of just looking for little things like that today. Instead of, usually I'll try to look for like a sort of sustained move. We may get that today, but I'm sort of looking for a drop down first, like take this out before I would feel confident, like riding something all the way up. But we're creating this fair value gap, which looks sort of nice. So Honestly, the way this looks, I feel like we could push up maybe. But this one doesn't look as nice. Yeah, this does not look as nice either. This looks like it wants to grab this here. We also just took this. So seems like we're pushing. I'd feel more comfortable taking like this long setup if we can get out of this. So if we can get out of this here, I'll look to take a long. Oops. And this is sort of like a breaker in the making. I guess this is like a breaker. I guess that's the breaker, so it probably won't come down to this fair value gap. You could do the top of the 10-minute fair value gap. So get rid of this. So yeah, this is sort of like a breaker. Made another low and then pushed up. Maybe a quick little scalp off of this breaker. Nice, Horacio. Mango Pig, I think a lot of us struggled yesterday. In hindsight, this looks like an easy day, right? Just hit the buy button. But it's not as easy as that. But if you watched my last video, I went over all the entries that we could have taken up. So I'm hoping we get another one of those days so I can profit off of it. So we're leaving these equal highs on the 15-minute. It's sort of good to, it's making this look a lot nicer to take up. I think if I take another long though for that setup, I'd wait for the 15-minute to close, because this could be the manipulation before that leg down. I want to see this taken out. So I'll stay on the 15-minute here. See if that breaker can hold. Yeah, Mango Pig, I was literally just like, oh, this area it'll reject, this area will reject, instead of like, maybe I can run price from here to this area and profit off that. So I'm definitely trying to trade with the trend more and look for continuation as opposed to waiting for a rejection. Yesterday was a great example of that. So we're leaving these 5-minute equal highs as well inside this 15-minute order block. So until we can break this is when I would go long. Otherwise, I'm waiting. I would like to wait for some liquidity to be taken, but this could also be liquidity as well, like these people down here. Seems like NQ is coming back here. Thanks, Clinton. So NQ did leave the 15-minute. I feel like this might have been a silver bullet to take you up. It would have given you a tick short of the 10 points. Good morning, Julius. Thanks, Julius. I will trade. I'm looking for the same thing. Sort of trying to see if we get a pullback and then a move higher, or if we take out a low like this here. Because ES is still struggling in this 15-minute order block. NQ moved past it, but could be manipulation as well. Yeah, we're just in between these two new week opening gaps, and then we're inside this one here. But I definitely think today's going to be choppy. I think it'd be too easy to let people just buy this dip and then... But it could be that easy. I don't know. Four-hour SIBI. This one? We tapped into this once, so they'll be looking for us to tap in one more time and then see what happens, or continue down, because we're not yet in a discount, I think, on this leg. So this is the 15-minute candle now on NQ with that wick there. It's returning to this breaker here. But that 5-minute looks nasty. This could be the drop or your chance to get in. NQ provided a nice unicorn long at 10.05. Oh, 05 for 200 tick plus move. Yeah, I think, so was that when I got in here? At the, yeah, that's basically when I got in, but I just took like 5 points. But that was a good move if you caught it and you kept it for the bigger target. Possible target of 2 standard deviation, 1 hour fair value gap. I'm going for this fair value gap. This probably isn't a bad doji to do like a buy stop or sell stop. So we got a red candle on the 15-minute, where if these up close candles are holding down price, then we would expect the next candles to be red. And then we can see if it takes out this up close candle or just retraces. So something interesting to look at. Nice, congrats, I will trade. Higher high on NQ. You mean here? Or is it higher up? Yeah, I mean, this could be like a really short-term SMT maybe. It's pretty clean though. Yeah. So we both just tapped into 15-minute fair value gaps there. The 1 minute looks I sort of like that for a long. Yeah, we just tapped into this 1 minute that broke this structure there. Honestly, it looks pretty nice. But we need to see if we can take out this high to confirm. So if I can see some shift in market structure, I'll take a long up to probably just the 5 points. But I want to see like a shift, like a fair value gap left, so I can enter on a continuation. Congrats, I will trade. So this 1 minute inside this bigger 15-minute is pretty nice. There. I wonder if it doesn't leave me a chance by stopping. There's this small little volume imbalance where it broke too. It's just we're still inside this bearish fair value gap that I want to be careful of. So this could be my drop down that I'm looking for. Yeah, if we can. Want some sauce? I do, TK. Price is constantly cycling between seeking imbalances, then liquidity, imbalance, liquidity, imbalance. Yep. I put that sauce in a video too. I think we make mistakes until we repeat mistakes until we learn from them, that video. But thanks. That is some very good sauce. That the market seeks to fill imbalances and take liquidity. Nice bounce from 15-minute fair value gap. Yeah, that's what I was looking at, but I wasn't sure if we get that drop down. But it looks like it's going for equal highs. Yeah, so it looks like we bounced from this breaker pretty well. I was just waiting for ES to confirm that, and then I'll get in on a long, but I just want to be sure because it could very well just come down to. That was a nice, if you just scalped that little bounce from the breaker. What's this? That would have been not bad either from that 1 minute fair value gap. Notice how on the hourly chart, oops. Notice how on the hourly chart price rated the relative equal highs at 11 and 12 on Tuesday, January 2nd. On the hourly, it rated relative equal highs at 11 and 12 on this one. That one here, and tapped into this fair value gap. Then retraced into yesterday's imbalance earlier this morning. Yesterday's imbalance earlier this morning. On the regular? And then, oh, this Tuesday, no. The imbalance yesterday? Yesterday's imbalance. Not too sure. But we just took out this high that that went into the gap, so we either just continue pushing up or we get rejected here. I mean, we just took the equal highs on the 15-minute as well. So if we can get a drop below this low, like an impulsive drop, then I would be targeting these and then this. But we could also just retrace a little further and then sweep this and continue up as well. So I think this is a pivotal area that we can see some action, hopefully. Oh my god. 4759 is what I'm looking for if I can get a clean entry short. 4759 on ES? Or what? Oh, if you can go short, you're gonna target 4759. Yeah. Monday, 11 BISI, the big BISI below that is a breakaway gap. Wait, Monday. Wait, what? Nas Industry, do you think that's macro bottom, maybe new all-time high very soon? Possibly. But I just feel like I want to see some sort of retracement down before that big leg all-time high. CEO, do you trade with the narrative? Narrative as in like bias, or narrative as in fundamentals? Because I don't really take any fundamentals into consideration. I want to. I'm going to start learning about all of the interest rates and rate cuts and earnings and stuff. I want to have just a more general or broad understanding of the market and money. But as of right now, I don't take any of that into consideration. Yeah, this looks like a nice entry from this breaker and fair value gap. Yeah, if we get a short, ES is definitely looking more weak, so that'd be the one to take, but so this candle sort of looks like it could be a moving up. NAS industry, yeah. This looks like it was pretty strong, but I just feel like we could come down, so I didn't want to take it. I really only want to take, like, that would have been a really big setup for me to take it, not like a scalp. So I didn't want to take it until I'm confirmed that we're going up, and that's only when we break it on ES2. If we can create that same pattern here, but we left it. So I'm concerned that there's some sort of SMT going on, at least for the short term. So either if we can get a big impulse up, then I'll take that. Or if we can get a big impulse down, I'll take that. But we could also just get sweeps as well. I'll probably wait unless I see something really good. Yeah, so if we stay below, then that's essentially what I'm seeing, that this was manipulation. But It's on a pretty low time frame, so if this is anything, it probably should be short-lived. J. Powell Jr. I might have gotten stuck long. You're not stuck. But you could be sitting pretty too. Four, 7, 8, 1 long. What's your stop? Seven, 7. Yeah, so we either break out here or we come down. 2-minute demand. Yeah. I was long since 16,300 yesterday and closed it. Plenty of opportunity in the market. We can always re-enter. Thanks, Double Trader. Large range day yesterday. Avoid AM session. Expect low probability. PM session is the way to go. Yeah. PM maybe. Nas Industry, I'm doing a funded challenge in Topstep. So I have to hit 9,000. So we're at like 6,000 or 5,900 right now. My rebilling, I think, is the 11th. So I would like to get funded before that, so I can pass it in a month, but I'm not gonna rush it. Because I just want to have a realistic expectations in my head going into the funded, because when I've been funded before, I passed my combine in like 2 days, or I passed them pretty fast. So then when I go into the funded, I think, oh, I'm going to make 9,000 in 2 days again. So I like this way of not oversizing, because when I would pass it in 2 days too, I'm using like 5-10 contracts, but I've been trading this account with 1 to 2 contracts, and I've been able to make pretty good profit hypothetically in this month. So if I can continue that, that's great income. Yeah, I definitely think try it when you are ready and not rush into it. But when you're ready, I have a link in the description. So we tapped one more time into this 1 minute fair value gap. Sort of, it's 2.5 if I join in right now. I could do like half the risk if I join in right now. I think I'm just gonna wait until the afternoon. As much as I want to at least like take out these, I think it's best. I already got like a little scalp earlier today, so it's best if I just wait until after lunch. NQ looks more promising for longs. Yeah, it's definitely the stronger one right now. But on the daily, it looks like the weaker one, honestly. So depends on how far out you trade. Yeah, ES looks like the stronger one on the daily, but right now, obviously, it looks like the weaker one. Actually, no. I'd say that ES sort of looks like the stronger one here, too. Because this one's sort of consolidating upwards, or this one's consolidating downwards, so this could, I don't know. I have been finding that ES is just a little bit more clean, so, but I'm biased. I trade ES. Yeah, so we didn't take out this low. We created equal lows there. So maybe a sweep. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take that. That would have been like a FOMO entry because I wanted to enter here. I'd rather wait for us to break this high and then go in long. Or wait for us to, or catch a ride down to take these out maybe. But I think definitely the move is to wait until after lunch. Broke. There we go. Looking for shorts into 4759 now, but need a solid entry. Yeah, I wouldn't, Horacio, I wouldn't look at this as a shift in market structure yet. Sort of want a little bit more confirmation, but I think if we can break this low, then I would definitely be looking for shorts probably. So I'm sort of waiting for this high or this low to get taken and decide what to do from there. Okay, it's 11, guys. I'm gonna get off here, but thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.